What's up, guys? Welcome back to Revline 89. Go! That's just my personal opinion. The question of the hour is, should you buy a S197 Mustang, which is 2005 to 2009? And then the question is, do you buy the V6 or the GT 4.6? So you got the 4.0 V6 Mustang, and then you got the 4.6 V8 Mustang. So, in my opinion, I think the S197 body style is one of the most nicest body styles, probably since 67 through 72 maybe. Now, I'm biased because I own one, so, you know, it's just my thoughts and opinions, but we currently own a 2008 4.0 V6 Mustang. We've done extensive amount of little details. The list is over 100 things long. I say mods, but what really is a mod? A lot of people consider mods anything performance or that helps, you know, suspension or related. Me, I consider a mod basically anything, really. So to me, you know, we have over 100 little different things. See if you guys can pick out a couple things different in here. As well as some performance mods, nothing crazy. Now, my opinion is, if you want to build one, don't buy a 4.0 unless you're willing to dump a lot of money in for little horsepower. You know, when we originally went with the 4.0, it was just because I liked the style. I didn't really care. You know, the great thing what I did with the 4.0 is I focused all on cosmetic first rather than engine. We did try to go cams, and that was a long story. Basically got scammed out of that because the cams were over grinded, so that was very disappointing. But it is what it is. So we were gonna pro charge the vehicle. Twice it fell through, not on my end. 4.0 Mustang, don't do it for performance wise. You know, if you want performance, just go with the 3-valve, the 4.6, more horsepower. You can get a V6 to sound good. You know, check out my videos. I have long tube headers, no cats, duals from the headers back, high flow, X pipe, dual glass packs, quad tips, and it sounds good for a V6. And there is little get up and go for it. You know, it's not slow. That's one thing you're gonna realize when you get the 4.0. It feels quicker than it really is. In all reality, your 210 horsepower from factory, that's not to the crank. I mean, that's not to the wheels, that's to the crank. So yeah, you know, it's slow, but with a couple mods, you can increase your throttle response. Stock, it's 0 to 60 in 6.9 seconds. With NA, naturally aspirated, you know, we got it down to 6.1 to 6.3 seconds, 0 to 60. I mean, it's not slow, but it doesn't feel slow, but it is slow when you think about it. So if you want performance, you want cams, just go with the 3-valve. You know, if you want to build something different and unique, build the V6, you know, supercharge it, turbocharge it, you know, have fun with it. For me, and what I would do, if you're unsure if someday you want a motor swap, just focus on the cosmetics. Just do cosmetic things. like I did. You know, everything here, I would probably only lose maybe, I would lose my long tube headers, my air intake system, throttle body spacer, plugs and spark plugs and wires, you know, just those little things. Yeah, if we would motor swap, you know, the rest of the exhaust can be used after the headers. So yeah, basically we would only lose a little bit if we motor swap, versus if we would have done supercharger, then of course, well, that's a catch-2020. Some people say that you can use the 4.0 Pro Charger. It's the same exact Pro Charger, you just need the piping. Anyway, we're not getting into that. My opinion is, if you want good gas mileage, if you want cheap car insurance, if you want a Mustang, that's the S197, that is cheaper. Just go with the 4.0, but don't put that crazy amount of money into motor, heads and that stuff, you know, unless you don't care about money and you're just doing it for fun. If performance is your ultimate goal, just simply save up for the 3-valve, you know. Do I regret buying the 4.0? A little bit. I regret it not because of the V6. You know, it's fun. It's a very fun vehicle. I regret it for the fact that I can't, there's some stuff I would want to do that just can't be done with this. There's not as many options available as there are for the 3-valve. So we will probably swap the motor someday. We might Pro Charge it. If we Pro Charge it, then it's done. We're never going to change the motor. If the motor goes out someday, then we'll just put another low mileage 4.0 in. So for me, it's not basic. That's another reason why I got the V6. For me, it's not about performance. It's just about having fun, enjoying a build. The only thing I regret is I do want a 3-valve for the cams. I already got headers and cams for a 3-valve. So the only downfall is, you know, basically wasting to put another motor in when I could have started out with that motor. That's the only downfall for me. So if you plan on swapping your motor, if you plan on cams and that kind of stuff, just simply wait. Save up, buy the 3-valve. If you want something that's good gas mileage, cheap insurance, a cheaper vehicle to buy, then go ahead. Get the 4.0, but don't ever plan on swapping it. That's just my personal opinion. We had to pass a garbage truck back there. Anyway, this is just my personal opinion, but no, the 4.0 is a lot of fun. I love this Mustang. I absolutely love it. But I do want more someday. We were gonna Pro Charge it, and that would have definitely took it up a notch. We would have been anywhere from 300 to 330 crank, no, to the wheel horsepower. So we definitely would have been a step up above, you know, 3-valves, but you're limited. You know, I've seen 3-valves up over 700 horsepower. The biggest, the V6 horsepower gains I've ever seen was over 500, and the motor blew shortly after, and I don't know what happened to the guy. He disappeared from YouTube. He's nowhere. There is someone who has 400 plus horsepower, you know, which is an awesome number for a 4.0. She is turbocharged, but you still just don't get the cam that I want. I love cams. I love the aggressive. I'm an old school person. You know, this Mustang build is strictly old school. You know, we're going to be lifting the back end up, putting fat tires on the back. It's not about performance. It's not about horsepower. For me, it's about old school. And old school, to me, is a nasty cam. You got that cam that just, I mean, that's old school to me. And I thought we could do that with the V6. I thought we could get cams that work right. And it's just, it's a very sketchy business option with the 4.0 V6. If we could have got cams and they would have been right and working, this would have sounded good, and I probably would have been satisfied. But I'm not satisfied. I want that old school cam sound. I got the exhaust really nice. I mean, really nice. I love this exhaust. That's why I'm going to enjoy the V6 for a while, and just focus on, you know, getting ahead in life, in just personal life, and then, you know, I want to get a new garage built and some other stuff. So focus on that, and then we'll motor swap. And go from there. But it's to me, it's about show, and it's basically just a drive. So if you want something with performance, go with the 3-valve. If you love the S197 body style, if you can buy a newer Mustang, go for it. You know, you get more horsepower, the better. If you're that kind of person, I'm not. Horsepower doesn't mean anything to me. You know, I've had 454 big blocks. I had a nasty built 383 stroker, V8 Trans Am, nasty cam. I mean, that thing was awesome. We got it running right eventually, and it was awesome. But I didn't care about the horsepower. It's not, to me, that's not what it's about. If horsepower is what you want, go with a V8. Just go with it. Don't go with the V6. And another thing, you're going to get made fun of from all Mustang owners if you own a V6 and post any mods to it. They make fun of you left and right, just like 3-valve owners get made fun of as well. So just enjoy what you have, but if it's horsepower, performance, just go with the V8. Save yourself trouble. If you want to save money on insurance, on gas, something cheaper to buy, because the V6 is cheaper to buy than the GT, go for it. Enjoy it. You know, just have fun with it. Anything else really? If you get the V6 or V8, swap out the thermostat. The thermostat sucks. It's plastic and they can crack. It causes a lot of issues. Go with the metal thermostat. You know, if you guys want other details, if you want me to do another video on specific subjects, let me know on the 4.0, or if you should get a GT. I'll do another video that's more in-depth detail on whatever questions you may have. So just let me know. Hope you guys have a great day. Please subscribe and follow the build. So guys, when I say go, that means I'm putting on the gas pedal, and that means that's when you guys count. So if you go by, so yeah, let's put the windows up so there's no sound anywhere else, and let's get ready. Make sure everything's on. Go! Alright, so let's go put this rose on my wife's car. I always like just doing little things here and there just to surprise her.